it's Joe and Mike with Live It Up Ogden here at Simply Max Criterium Racing.
This is a great race activity. It was started by 5 guys that want to get bicycle racing going more in Ogden. We're going to talk to them. We're going to talk to Team Give, Simply Max, some of the sponsors, and have a great time with the bicycle racers.
That's right. Everyone's having a great time. Let's get out there. I'm here with Tyler. He is one of the big dogs out here at the Simply Mac Criterium Racing. Tell us how you got involved.
Well, I first ran into guys up from Simply Mac doing the Tour of Park City a couple years ago, and just throughout the rest of that season we really worked together well, and I just decided, you know, I'd jump across from the Weber State team to here to Simply Mac, and it's been a great time ever since.
Did you start off in an A, or did you have to work your way up? What's that like?
I started in a Cat 5, which is the lowest here. You work up to a Cat 1,
Okay.
and you're basically going from your C's to your A's. And yeah, just every race you do, it gains you points, and you know, the more you win, the faster you move up the tiers, and hopefully get into the pros, you know.
And more points equals more prizes, I've heard.
Oh yeah, totally. And the higher the category, the bigger the cash. So bring it on.
So that's what you're after, huh?
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Then tonight we're after the back rub for my wife. She really needs that.
That is a worthy prize.
Motivation.
All right, well, we hear you have to get out there and practice, so we won't take any more time. Mike and I are out here with Nancy from Structura Bodyworks, and she is out here massaging some of the racers. So let's hear about what you're donating.
We are donating an hour of our structural physiotherapy time to the racers. As they're racing, they get pretty tight in their connective tissue and stuff, and we looking to create more flexibility and mobility so that they have a higher performance in their racing. And each division has the opportunity to win first place and get that hour with us. And then while we are here, I do some post-event work on the racers to help them understand the importance of keeping that flexibility and mobility in the body.
So that's after 8 weeks of racing and 4 races a night. That's 32 massages. That's a great award. I mean, Thank you for doing that for them.
Well, hey, it's my pleasure. I love working with athletes, and they have such a positive attitude in everything they do, and it's fun to be around that energy.
We are here with Callahan, one of the founders of Team Give, and we wanted to talk to him about his organization, why they're out here, and what they're doing to raise awareness for neurological diseases. So talk to us a little bit about what's going on.
We started Team Give roughly about 2.5 years ago, and we started it in hopes to raise awareness for children with rare neurological diseases. And we're highly active in the cycling community, in most endurance sports, but we have an affinity for cycling. It's been a wonderful opportunity to get involved in events like this one that we're at today.
So tell us why you started Team Give. That's a great story.
Team Give, I started Team Give when my daughter was diagnosed in 2007 with one of these rare neurological diseases, a disease called metachromatic leukodystrophy. Total mouthful. But she is one of roughly 250 in the world that have the disease.
Really?
And
Wow.
and so the nature of the disease is, you know, it is a terminal disease. She was diagnosed at the age of 3, well, almost 3, and now she's now 6, Typically, children with that lifespan live to about the age of 4 or 5, in that range. And in the process, we've gone out and we've found a lot of answers and a lot of ways to make a difference for those children, and even more so for the children that will be diagnosed in the future. It's been a very rewarding experience to communicate with families around the world about the efforts to make a change, and so I guess I can say that my daughter Eliza is the inspiration for at least starting. But then, as we've met so many of these different families, there's it gives us that strength to get out there and do more, want to do more.
What sort of things can people do to donate or participate in your organization?
Every dollar donated directly passes through, so we're not an organization of overhead.
Okay.
We want to make sure that people know that every dollar donated actually is making a difference.
Gotcha.
Research is based here at the University of Utah, as well as other research institutions around the world, and our efforts are to come up with cures, real cures, not just drugs or temporary fixes for these children. These children don't have the attention that maybe a cancer child might have.
Right.
There's just so few of them around the world that it's really hard to justify in a business sense. So it's very easy to make a difference, though, and we've seen a lot of changes and a lot of really positive things come to fruition over the last couple of years with the generosity of people and through Team Give.
People can't help but notice you're wearing a necklace of some sort.
Yeah.
I avoided that, Mike.
Tell us the story
An
about
ornament.
that. That's
Yeah.
a great story.
In an effort, in one of our other events that we participate in a ride that spans from Moab to St. George in Utah, I broke my neck riding in that event in June, just almost 2 months ago to the date, in fact, and we've been going through the process of rehab and therapy, and just recently was discharged from the hospital, and now it's time to get back out and see if we can't help, volunteer, do whatever I can to be around.
We had a great time at Simply Mac Criterium Racing. How about you?
It was awesome. I'm totally picking up cycling.
Tune in next week when we go to the mud run at the Weber County Fair. Joe, are you ready to go yet?
No way. Leave me here.